What up, y'all? It's your boy, One Sir Grove. This is the 143rd episode of C4CW, Casting 495 Celebrities Worldwide. And I am your host, a.k.a. Grovey D, a.k.a. Big Grove Dog. Thanks for tuning in. I hope that y'all are having a pleasant day, evening, night, wherever you are in the world, whatever time it is, somewhere in between. So, let's get right to it. Tekashi69, supposedly, according to these uninformed, misinformed individuals on the internet, is snitching. According to these fools that are so stupid that they will run with any story that is brought their way, presented to them, as if it's the actual bona fide, legitimate truth. And they will do so unquestioningly. They won't even question it. Just unquestionably, they will not even try to determine whether this information is legitimate, if it's false, if it's fallacious, if it's made up, fabricated, manufactured, apocryphal, if it's subterfuge, if it's a ruse, if it's deception, trickery. These people in this day and age, a lot of them, sadly, pathetically, pitifully, they hear any little tick of some information on the web and they just run with it. And genuinely in their minds, subjectively in their minds, they wholeheartedly, 100% believe the information and do no fact checking whatsoever. They're just like, oh, that's the story. And then they perpetuate it. They play it up and they talk so much about it as if they want for it to be true, while not even knowing if it's true at all. They just assume that it is. They just assume that the information is 100% real. It's 100% truthful. And so I have a parallel that I'd like to share with you. This happened a few, January 18, 12 days to 30. So back on 18 January 2019 at 9 p.m., there was an article that was published by Devlin Barrett, Matt Zapotysky. I don't know how to pronounce Matt's last name. And what is that? Karun Demagern? At any rate, it's a Washington Post article in the category of national security that the headline reads, "In a rare move," quote, "In a rare move, Mueller's office," this is Robert Mueller's office, "Robert Mueller's office denies Buzzfeed report that Trump told Cohen to lie about Moscow project." Some might say Moscow. And so that day, when that information, false data, by the way, was circulating the internet, and I'm going to keep this really short, man, this particular episode, because it's just so crystal clear in my view. It just makes so much sense. People wanted so badly, these liberal Democrats, some independents and others, they wanted so badly to believe this false narrative, this fucking pathetic story, this just contrived and totally bullshit fucking story. Some fucking straight buffoonery. They wanted to believe this false tale, these falsehoods, that Donald Trump directed Cohen to do a bunch of shit that Donald Trump never did. And it was fucking, the media was abuzz with this information. And I say a buzz as a jab at fucking Buzzfeed. And Buzzfeed supposedly had these corroborators and all this kind of shit, right? Some fucking sources that are supposed to be real and authentic and reliable, credible, actionable. And it was all fake. Nonetheless, the internet lit up. And you had these fucking folios talking about this shit, taking up an entire day, and then some, talking around in circles over and over again, regurgitating is what I meant to say. Regurgitating the same fucking ridiculously stupid ass information. None of it was true. Not even close to being fucking true. They thought it was true. They so badly wanted for it to be true. It sounded so good in their minds that, oh yeah, Donald Trump, he directed Cohen to do all this stuff, and because it says here again, just in case anybody doesn't understand what I just read to you, the quote from the stupid ass Washington Post. By the way, fuck the Washington Post. They're a piece of shit fucking newspaper. Never liked those dudes. I'm not talking about the writers of this particular article because I don't know these guys. I'm talking about the newspaper as a whole. Fuck the Washington Post. They're a stupid ass publication, and I've been saying that for a long time. And I genuinely mean that. Like, it's not funny to me. Fuck their newspaper. So, again, I quoted it, cited it correctly, and Buzzfeed had said that Trump directed former lawyer, is what it says right here, quote, Michael Cohen to lie to Congress about a prospective business deal in Moscow. So BuzzFeed was claiming that Trump, because this has to be emphasized for those who are distracted and those who didn't get it and don't understand because they're just not paying attention. Michael Cohen, former lawyer to President Trump, according to BuzzFeed, which was picked up this fucking fake story of BuzzFeed's, this fake BuzzFeed story was picked up by the Washington Post, and it says here that quote, Michael Cohen, former lawyer, quote, former lawyer Michael Cohen to lie to Congress about a prospective business deal in Moscow. President Trump, quote, President Trump directed his former lawyer, Michael Cohen, to lie to Congress about a prospective business deal in Moscow. People were like, yo, man, that's crazy. Impeach him right now. Impeach him right now. And it went on and on and on for an entire day. You could have fucking fed some children who were starving in the world. You could have donated some money to various charities. You could have done a good deed for the day. Helped a senior across a crosswalk, gotten a cat out of the tree, something like this. But nonetheless, these people, they decided to take up bandwidth, wasted fucking mind space, and just repeat this stupid fake shit, fake news, over and over and over again, ad nauseum. Well, now you got this fucking stupid ass story about Tekashi69, who I am a fan of and I am a proponent of. He's supposedly, allegedly he supposedly snitched on a shooter that he allegedly, supposedly directed to shoot at Chief Keef. The problem with the story, the fundamental flaw in the story, is that this information has its origin in TMZ. TMZ has purported this information. And according to TMZ, allegedly, according to TMZ, the information that they were able to get came from a federal agent. So TMZ, just like the fucking stupid ass BuzzFeed story that was absolutely not even fucking close to being true at all. But it all sounded good because it's coming from BuzzFeed. I actually like TMZ, but this TMZ fucking move is weak and it's not even fucking kosher. So supposedly TMZ has this story that it has run where Tekashi69, according to some agent source of TMZ's source, this federal agent, he's got the fucking lowdown, or she has the fucking scoop on Tekashi and is telling TMZ, or has, that Tekashi69 supposedly fucking snitched on these characters. Well, problem I have with that story, man, is I don't see any paperwork. I don't have any fucking definitive or concrete proof of that to substantiate, corroborate their fucking story, just like BuzzFeed didn't have any real, true evidence to support, substantiate their fucking made-up, fake-ass, bullshit-ass story about Donald Trump. So why would it be any different in the sense of, in the context of Tekashi69? Well, I mean, any fucking, any agent who is hard up for some cash, just wants some fucking attention, could just spin a fucking story and be like, I'm a hater of Tekashi69, so I'm gonna stir up some fucking controversy. Watch what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell TMZ, yeah, I can tell you he dropped the dime. And then TMZ's like, oh my God, bombshell. By the way, Harvey, I like you, man, and I like your show, man. But whoever authorized this shit's gotta stop, man. This is ruining TMZ's reputation. Yeah, so an agent of the federal government supposedly has the inside scoop on Tekashi. And he's like, oh yeah, I can tell you. Yeah, for sure, I know. Oh yeah, Tekashi. Oh yeah, man, he dropped the dime. He most certainly did. Yeah, dude, it sounds really fucking good on the surface. I mean, it doesn't sound good. Tekashi69, I don't believe he's a snitch. I don't believe he's snitching. I don't believe that there's any proof that he did. I think that some fucking agent, some fucking FBI rogue or who knows whatever, FBI rogue agent or whoever, whatever law enforcement agency that so-called agent is with, just thought it'd be fucking funny to just drop some salt on Tekashi69. Now again, there's no proof. There are no documents that the public can access that support this wild fucking claim of this FBI officer. Tekashi's or whoever it is, or whatever agency, because, it wasn't apparently, it wasn't apparent and it wasn't known clearly at the time, what agency this agent represented, this vague agent, this source of TMZ, Buzzfeed source is, right? So rather than people be like, yo, man, this shit is flimsy, man, just like the RICO charges. Like, we don't even know if this shit's true. I mean, it's obviously, in my mind, I already know what it is. It's the feds fucking with people, man. It's probably the complete and total opposite. Tekashi69 probably told the feds, yo, fuck you, man, suck my dick. I ain't saying shit. I'm not going to snitch on anybody. I'm not going to fucking rat on anybody. And the feds then, consequently, those who don't like rainbow bright colored hair, My Little Pony, rainbow lasers, they were probably like, yo, well then fuck you, kid. Here's what we're going to do. Because we're so fucking cool, we're going to drop salt on you, dog. And they probably fucking, some punk motherfucker probably did tell TMZ some shit. Like I just said, oh yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah, man, I got the inside scoop. I'll tell you, oh yeah, he sure did drop a dime. Knowing damn well that he fucking didn't. And now you got these people repeating the fucking story. Here we go. I got some more intel for you. So I like this dude's style. In some regard, the Star Report. I'm looking at his YouTube page right here. He got 110,000 subscribers. He represents Brooklyn. I represent New York as well. And, he's got a cool personality, man. I could dig it. You feel me? Like the way he moves and his colorful word choices and his, his whole steez. I get it. You know what I mean? And I like it. I mean, I fucking, I subscribe to his channel and shit. But the one thing that I don't like about this, the Star Report, streamed live 5 hours ago. What was the fucking date on this shit? So that was, let's see, it's 2 a.m. on the East Coast now. So that was last night, if this information is accurate. And today is the 31st. So on the 30th, again, if this is accurate, is when this 30 January 2019 is when Snitch Alert, is Tekashi69 doing the right thing? yeah, bro, like the Star Report, is he doing the right thing? There's no proof that he fucking snitched in the first place. So the whole proposition, the whole premise is flawed from the gate, from the beginning. There's no proof. There's no concrete evidence. There is no real, true history of Donald Trump directing Donald Cohen to lie to fucking Congress. Even your boy Mueller's, fucking Robert Mueller's, the special counselor, okay? Even this fucking guy said not a quote, but he basically said, as much as I would like for this shit to be true, yeah, I have to tell y'all, the public, it is fucking not real. Well, it's the same thing, man. That's what y'all should be telling yourselves in terms of Tekashi69, man. Y'all niggas, man, if y'all motherfuckers was locked up on some phony fake ass shit where you got set up by the feds, man, is this how you would want to be fucking treated? Man, Tekashi69 probably ain't telling the feds anything. He probably ain't told them shit. He probably ain't even snitched. He probably fucking stuck to the G code. He probably never said any fucking thing. And the feds ain't even got a fucking real case. So you got salty ass feds, some of them, not all of them. You know, I respect those who believe in the defense of America protection, you know, to protect and defend America and to do their jobs in a proper manner that's within the confines of the law. Okay, I get it. I understand that, you know, because I've been at the Department of Justice as a civilian U.S. federal contractor. And I've worked in different operations. And I've been involved with different covert shit and clandestine programs and whatnot, man. And I'm still a federal contractor. So yo, check game. Y'all niggas don't know that he fucking snitched. There's no paperwork. There's just some motherfucker supposedly telling TMZ that he snitched. And here y'all go. And then you got people calling in, man. Come on, the Star Report. Like, for real, bro. Like, you talk about youngsters nowadays and how youngsters nowadays, they don't, a lot of them, some of them, as you say, keep it G, man, and stick to the G code. But come on, bro. Man, I challenge your notion thereof, because here you are. Where's the filter, man? Like, these people are calling in and you're like, and I heard you, man. I heard the little disclaimer, but a lot of cats calling into your show, they ain't hearing the little disclaimer that you threw in there. They ain't hearing the little disclaimer where you said you don't actually know if he is snitching or not. They wasn't hearing none of that, because 99% of the show, before you even mention that, is all about this idea that he abso-fucking-lutely did, and there's no concrete evidence that he fucking did. So, there's no concrete evidence just because the feds talked to fucking Tekashi. Here, let me give you an alternative. Let me give you a different scenario, okay? Alternate scenario here. So, he tells them, nah, fuck y'all niggas, man. Fuck y'all feds. I ain't saying anything. And they're like, well, you know, here's the deal, man. You're looking at this amount of time, man, and we'll do this, this, and that, man, if you tell us this, and that. And he's like, man, I don't give a fuck, man. Suck my dick. I ain't telling y'all feds niggas nothing, and y'all ain't got no fucking real charges. You might have me locked up for the minute, you know what I'm saying? But on the one, for real, y'all niggas shit is flimsy, man. This ain't even some real Rico shit. Like, some other niggas might have done some shit. I don't know who the fuck they are in terms of my shit. Man, come on, man. You just go ahead and talk to my attorney, you know? So, and I ain't telling y'all nothing. So then the next thing you know, they're like, all right, go and do it. So then they lock up the dude who's supposedly the shooter, and they lock up some other niggas. And in y'all's minds, and I'm talking about y'all in terms of the ones that are just running around with this unsubstantiated fucking story that Tekashi69 is a snitch. Y'all don't have any paperwork. If TMZ's getting a story a few hours ago from some so-called federal agent, y'all niggas ain't seen no paperwork whatsoever. You have not seen any paperwork whatsoever. It's all based on Buzzfeed type shit, okay? And y'all run with the fucking story. That's some snitch shit though, man, for real. That's how real snitches be acting. When y'all act in that manner, that's the same as a snitch, man. You, man, if you sticks to the G code, man, if you from the streets, bro, you ought to know. If you ain't got the paperwork, niggas can say whatever the fuck they want to say. If that shit ain't on court record, y'all niggas don't even fucking know if it's for real. And for y'all to be trying to fucking put a snitch jacket on someone who, as it turns out in the future, isn't a snitch, y'all niggas is snitches. Y'all niggas is in the same category as motherfucking snitches. You sound like snitches. You doing snitch moves because that's what snitches fucking do. You putting fake jackets on people, man. For real. That's some dirty shit, man. All y'all niggas on the internet talking about motherfucking Tekashi69 snitch and you have no fucking proof that he did. What if y'all niggas find out through attorneys and witnesses and shit that he really didn't? Just like the Buzzfeed report. Then what? Then you'd be like, oh, I was up on the internet talking all that shit about Tekashi69, fucking making it sound exactly 100% precisely as if it were absolutely, incontrovertibly, fucking irrefutably true that he's a snitch. But it turns out, I guess I was wrong and he wasn't. Man, that's how y'all operate, man. Y'all don't even check your facts and shit. Nah. So you got these motherfuckers calling in on the show and they automatically assume that the story is true, even though there's zero fucking proof. There's no empirical evidence, data to support, to substantiate, to prove beyond any fucking shadow of a doubt that this fucking, that this kid, Tekashi69, has done what y'all niggas say. It doesn't exist. Y'all ain't got it. You don't have that. And here you are running around the internet, fake ass news fucking stories, just passing, here's the baton. Now you run with it and go with the story. I mean, that shit's stupid though, man, for real. Like that's how y'all niggas operate. It's just, y'all just assume that a nigga's a snitch and you don't have any fucking proof other than some fucking flimsy ass RICO charge and some man, feds can say whatever, man. Motherfucking COINTELPRO set up, black folks, man, back, during J. Edgar Hoover time. They could just make up any kind of story and y'all niggas just go with it and just believe it. Y'all niggas just believe whatever you fucking told, whatever you're brainwashed to believe in shit, man. And if a nigga like, Tekashi69 actually stand up and he don't snitch and he actually sticks to the G code and he actually does what a street soldier ought to do and he ain't characteristically the way that y'all try to make him out to be. Oh man, he was just pretending to be a gangster, this and that. Well, yeah, that's your story. I mean, from what I read into it, man, he might have been a heavy hitter, man. And y'all got fucking suckered by pro, okay? And he played the role to lead y'all to believe that he was just some silly kid, but he apparently he ain't some small dude. So I understand it makes y'all feel comfortable, man, to want to believe that he's just some punk kid and he's really stupid and all this kind of stuff, man. But I just have you go back and listen to the track by Tekashi69. It'd be the song 9-3. I'd go back and if you've never heard that song and maybe you just heard some of the stuff with like Nicki Minaj and Kanye, I recommend that y'all go and listen to the song 9-3 by Tekashi69. Maybe you didn't know that he made a song called 9-3, like the numeral 9 and then the letter 3, 93. Why don't y'all just go ahead and turn up the speakers, man, and sit back and just go ahead and peep that song. That little rap there, because it's pretty much like spelled out for y'all, man. And yeah, I don't buy your story in your fucking narrative. I can't subscribe to it. That Tekashi's some type of weak punk, and I've seen no evidence whatsoever that he's snitching and talking to the feds. And I know how shit work, man. Let me tell you how it worked. Buzzfeed, yeah, Cohen, Trump, right. When the fucking special counsel tells y'all that this shit ain't even fucking real as much as he wants to fucking believe that this shit's real, to make his fucking fake ass case connect all the dots and work out in his favor so that he could be some kind of, I don't know what the fuck he thinks he is in his mind. When that nigga tells y'all, yeah, sorry to, to burst the bubble. But yeah, it ain't real. Yeah. You ought to consider that and know quite well that the stories that you've been making up about Tekashi69, like he's snitching without having any solid proof or evidence thereto, man, that shit is so fucking faulty, man. Y'all niggas, man, you talk about fucking how you yourselves stick to some type of like, gang code and shit, but here you are, man, running around with faulty intel. Faulty fucking intel, man. Shake my damn head. So fucking pathetic. So sad. So pitiful. So fucking obscenely fucking dumb